Hello, it is I, Wizard Styles, still the game master of this Blades in the Dark game. Not on any socials. Still very excited to see what these protagonists, antagonists, whatever that we're following here are going to get up to today, as they will most likely embark on another score. And I'm just going to hand it right over to Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor, aka Spunky Taylor, and I'll be playing that Wilma today. She, her pronouns, your devious mastermind spider.
Hi, my name is Cosmic. I will be playing Annalise today, who is our war-weathered hound.
Hey everyone, my name is Sean, and today I'll be playing 𝔗𝔬 who's just our slide who can't do anything wrong, just loves to be where he's at.
And hello, everyone. I'll be playing Rena or Velvet, the Lurk, just hiding in the shadows, waiting for 𝔗𝔬
Wait,
You can do whatever you want.
to try
Not to
and
snitch
get
on
not
into
to
the stash.
snitch, but
Not to snitch or anything, but hey.
It's just a day together. What are we gonna do?
I mean, I hope you guys are ready for the trailer. We will see y'all in a good minute.
So, Annalise or Lee, where are you on this fine evening?
I am probably about to be yeah, no, I'm probably at my job. I'm probably on the clock right now, right?
Well, it's past that. You've been left to your own devices. For all you know, Andre is currently conducting some sort of weird ritual in the basement, whatever these people get up to.
These people. Yeah, no, that is the mindset. Yes. Um I feel like since it's probably my time off, I want to do a training since I think that's my last downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
How's that? Yeah.
I'm going to do a training because Lee cannot communicate things. Um not very well at least. So Lee is going to try and focus more on her resolve uh and try and up her command so she can be more forceful and intimidating outside of the ring.
So yeah, she's going for a kind of communication that suits her.
Yes. Well, you think I'm here to make friends?
I think it's
Ew.
been established quite certainly that no, you're not really doing that. No. Yeah. So how does one train command then?
More so like trying to give orders, I assume. She wouldn't really be trying to do shit around here. I think she would try and like go to like a fight club of some sort, so she can like not like talk. Actually, yeah, almost like talk down to someone, like make them afraid to like even get into the ring with her.
Okay. Would that be at your with your new friends over at the rail workers station, or would that be at the official hound racing track?
She, well, the new people aren't really her friends. The associates, yes. But she doesn't know them enough to like really,
Yeah.
she has a bit of a reputation at the other place. So I have a better ground to come in on. Hey, aren't you
Right.
that person that almost murdered that guy? Almost.
Almost, yeah. Hey, what can you tell me about my form? Like the jabs, were they good or?
I think that you have a better shot trying to pick up a ball than you do trying to get into a fucking ring.
Come on, I'm. Look, I just need some money, okay? I'm new at this.
There are better ways to get money than to essentially be entirely out of your depth right now.
Do you know of any?
I don't know, get honest work? What am I supposed to tell you?
Well, I mean, I just heard that you might be like not trying to, well, imply
Heard-
anything, but it's been implied that you might be, you
Heard
know,
fucking what?
well, when they, that green stuff.
I'm not a fucking drug peddler. The fact that you fucking assume that is fucking revolting. You thought, and even if I was, you think I would fucking come in here and fucking say, hey, person that can't fucking fight for shit, why don't you come and join our fucking drug peddling ring?
So I can't join.
Annalise is going to like grab him by his shirt, just like,
Okay. Hey, would you like to get your point of resolve, open your character sheet, and then we'll go through the level up process.
sure,
And then you can
sure.
roll command.
Yay!
So
I just,
what we see here, because this is new to the viewers, you have essentially 4 experience tracks inside Prowess Resolve. If one of those goes up, you get a new action point, which in this case you filled up Resolve, and now you have a point in command. There's also one for special abilities. If that goes up, you get a new special ability. It's very surprising. And that's how leveling works. You can train them. You can also have certain XP triggers. We'll get to that when we get there, probably end of the session. But overall, you level your specific action ratings and abilities with specific XP triggers and putting XP into specific tracks. Now that that's done, back to Lee choking a man.
I am gently trying to enforce my will over him. Thank you.
Could you roll for gently enforce will?
Okay, that's command position.
You're in a very controlled position, and you get extra effect.
Okay. Okay, in fact, standard.
No, it's I am blanking, but it's whatever comes after standard. I think it's increased. Great, yeah.
Okay. Damn. 3.
Well.
Damn.
So.
Shit,
Yeah.
I have to back it up now. Fuck, now I gotta beat him up. God damn it.
How do you fail to command? What's going wrong here? I mean, you are intimidating, but
My
something's not coming
tone,
across.
my tone is kind of silly, you know. Lee isn't that quick on the draw when it comes to saying things. She's more of a this meathead good person.
Okay, so as you shake him and it's just not really coming through, what's the last thing you say to him before you let him go?
Last thing I say to him. Now, me as the player did not think this far ahead. That you're not even fucking worth it. It's just fucking toss. Now I have to back up what I say.
I mean,
action.
yeah, I mean, you still toss him a little bit, but he's like, well, fine, whatever. At least I can still fight in here.
I'm a G-check him on that. I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm a G-check him on that one. What the fuck did you just say? And she just like turns the fuck around.
Well, I mean, I am slowly sinking in that, you know, maybe he shouldn't be saying that to somebody who has been banned for almost killing somebody.
It was almost. It was an accident.
Almost.
It was an accident.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I know that trying to hold eye contact, I know that you've nearly killed somebody here. I mean, that's pretty fucked up, right?
You think I do that because
Right?
I fucking want to? You think I want to go
Why
out and
else?
fucking murder? You think I want to go out and fucking murder people? Why am I some sort of fucking degenerate?
No.
Go back to your fucking parents. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right. Didn't want to join your gang that totally doesn't exist anyway.
I'm not part of a fucking gang!
Meanwhile, back at the hideout of Lee's fucking gang, we go to the basement, where Andre has just collapsed to the floor after a seance that has gone mildly wrong. Rena, how do you feel about that right now? And what are you doing as he just sank to the floor after you saw ghosts halfway stepping out of the walls during his commune with the spirit world?
First checking to see if they're okay, if they're still breathing, and if they can get Andre's body from the center, if that would do anything.
Well, the candles that Andre had lit have flickered out violently, so Andre is breathing, regularly even, but is a little colder to the touch than a human should be. Not like a dead body, which you may or may not have experienced handling, I don't know. But still, several degrees below what you would be expecting.
They're gonna pull Andre in and carry them to like a nearby bed. I feel like Andre would have a bed in their little laboratory. You know, probably working through the night, so somewhere they can set them down. And they're going to go upstairs to find Velma or anyone who's the nearest person there. First thing they say is, Andre is down.
So who is there? Citrell, Velma, who wants to be there?
I think Citrell's still out looking at obelisks, so I think
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's like, dang, like Wilma will be upstairs, but like was like fuming at like the low inventory and stuff. So yeah, like if somebody yells for her, she'll hear it and try to go down to help out.
Rena wouldn't yell. She'll just like lurk behind. Just Andre's down. I've set him in his bed, but he's not responding.
What do you mean, Andre's down? Like, did something go wrong down there? What was going? What are y'all doing in the basement?
They were doing what they usually do, communing with those spirits that everyone sees, and you know how Andre is. So I was helping, and next thing I know, things were coming out of the wall. Horrible things.
Is he at least still breathing? Maybe just drained from this ritual?
I'm not sure what the long-term effects are, but here, come. I've set him in his bed, so you can look on him.
Yeah. Well, a woman will follow to go to check to see if Andre's okay, breathing. Maybe need to sage the place.
As you go back down, Rena, you notice that by Andre's bedside there is a burning candle. You're not sure if it was burning when you left him there, but you're pretty sure it wasn't.
Is this a candle that is similar to the ones that are around his ritual? Or was this just
Oh,
for,
yeah.
like, lighting?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that is one of the circle's candles. Who's the one that looks after Andre? The one they talk to all the time.
Above table. Woman knows that, right? Who was it again?
It's Astarte.
State. Woman be saying like State. Is usually who looks after.
Do you think this could be them? I'm afraid to blow this out, unless this is also one of those ghosts I've seen.
I wish I had an answer for that. This is kind of above me. I was like, I don't train on this. I just let Andre do their thing.
No, I know. This wasn't on. I'm sure it wasn't on when I just went to go get you, so. And I have no idea what to do. They'll look at Andre and just like kind of tilt their face towards themselves, and 𝔗𝔵 just like, this is your job. I don't know how to commune with your friend. Do we let him rest? Do we blow out this candle? What if they still have a tie to the other realm?
I think I'm trying to see if I could do like a check or something to see if there's any like knowledge or something that Wilma can get for her time with Andre. Maybe like a study role to see if like Wilma knows anything to help out Andre, to even if they're staying passed out.
Yeah, I mean, you have to tell me what kind of role you want to try, and then we'll see what can come from it. If you want to study role,
it's a study. Yeah, I'll just see if that.
Yeah. What exactly are you studying here? Just Andre, or the setup here, or?
I believe the setup will probably give more information to Wilma, because I feel like Wilma have seen Andre do rituals before, and maybe Andre has said words to her before, but she kind of like tuned in and out of it because she's like, oh, I never have to deal with this.
Right. Yeah, then you can do a study roll.
Would this be?
You are in a controlled position.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
it's worth a shot.
So there's something interesting when you're in a controlled position. If you fail, which in this case means you don't understand what you're seeing, you can just say, okay, well, that's it. Or you can seize a risky opportunity, which in this case would mean experimenting with Andre's stuff.
That's scary.
I would also like to bring up the rules for teamwork again, which means Rena could assist you, take a point of stress, and give you a die.
Yes, they definitely will. This is something that shocked her, so she would definitely like do it. Yes, do you need me to assist you? And like we'll help Llama to like either adjust them or whatever they need to in the world to give you that die.
Thank you. So that just re-roll.
You would re-roll with an extra die, but it's a risky position now. Little question I would have is, where's Rena from? Or what's her heritage specifically? Is Rena also local? So is she from 𝔗𝔗ₗ?
No. They would be. They came here with 𝔗ₐ. So if this is where 𝔗ₐ's originally from, then they just followed them here.
Yeah. So yeah, 𝔗ₐ is from 𝔗𝔗ₗ.
Yeah,
okay.
So wherever, if 𝔗ₐ have traveled somewhere specifically, then that's where they met, but they originally did not come from the city.
Wait, I thought 𝔗ₐ was from here.
No, I meant like, since 𝔗ₐ was originally from here, she just followed to the city.
Okay, so what I'm mainly after is Rena from 𝔗ₐ, which would be where Andre is from.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay, good. Then we're going to not follow up on that. And yeah, then you can just roll for then you just get the extra die, and it's risky now. Still study.
So is it just re-roll the one die, or do I change like the modifier?
It's a new roll.
Okay.
It's a new roll with 2 dice now and risky position. That's better.
Ooh.
Now you do it, but you suffer a complication. So first off, you see here the circle of candles where Andre was sitting before. You also see a few notes, and obviously you see the entire drug lab that Andre has set up. What exactly are you trying to do when you're experimenting?
I think like 𝔗ₐ is just trying to like, I guess like reset up the ritual, hopefully that like it will like help Andre come back. If Andre's spirit just lost somewhere in this ritual and just passed out, I think that's what like 𝔗ₐ's trying to determine. Like, is Andre still with us or not?
Okay, so you want to reset up this ritual, or okay, what that maybe okay. If you succeed, you would probably draw the connection that like if one of these candles that Andre had around them during the ritual. If one of them has lit near him now, then maybe more candles. Like essentially retracing the circle around the passed out Andre would help.
Mm-hmm.
And you can simply do that.
Yeah. Woman's gonna do that.
What's Rena doing?
Is there something she could do? At
Yeah,
this
and you
moment?
could also just move the candles. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
just we just moving
definitely
candles
move
together.
the candles.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
And
then definitely
relighting them.
helping. Yeah.
Mhm. And this seems to, well, you're not sure if it's doing anything, but the candles, like when you light them, it doesn't take any time for the actual flame to ignite. It just, they begin burning immediately at a fairly bright flame. So you feel like something has almost waited for you to do that. However, as you handle these ritual candles, there's a complication here that you suffer because you didn't roll a 6. You also start feeling a little colder. And I'm going to, I'm going to say that instead of giving you harm, I'm just going to take the clock of the angels are watching again. As you briefly feel some kind of presence with you.
I think, woman would start like goosebumps on her arms, shivering. She may bump into Raina. Raina would feel her that she's ice cold energy right now. And she's just like, I just don't feel right now, but I have to do this for Andre.
I understand.
Like,
She will try to find something to warm Wilma up, at least feeling the little cold, just seeing how Andre works and how they look just recently. It feels like that same kind of suspicious, like something's up.
Yeah, this time you don't see anything, but you feel it. There's no sign of immediate danger, but there's something around you here. Until there's not. When you have lit several of the candles, it seems to go away.
Will woman notice like it's like working? Is like Andre like breathing again, or like would she feel anything?
Andre was breathing, but Rena could probably tell that Andre is getting a little warmer again.
You've done something. He's not cold to the touch. She's just like checking under his eyes, seeing if like there's like pulling down his eyelids, just feeling the temperature in his hands, and she's rubbing her hands together. It's like, okay, there's something here. Okay. I don't know what you did, but this is great. This is wonderful.
It's like woman's like, I wish I knew I did too. I just hope Andre's okay. Do we just leave him alone for right now? Give space?
I think so. Let him get his energy back as long as he's tethered back to us again.
We'll check in back later and see.
Okay.
We'll
She
make
will
sure
take
that the
like
basement.
she will just pull certain sheets and stuff and wrap him and keep him warm and just yes, we should check in later. I will definitely do that.
When we'll try to make a sign for the basement to tell everyone to not enter until like further instructed.
And I think that's it for this night.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, well, when you go down there at some point, does the Luminous open actually next day?
I don't think Wilma would open it up just because of spirits and stuff like that. Doesn't want to harass the customers and stuff. Like she rather like Andre be awake. Like it's gonna hurt her. It's gonna hurt her money, but she needs to make sure it will. All spirits will also hurt the money too. So it's like a lose-lose situation.
That's There's a possibility there. I mean, I didn't necessarily have anything planned in that regard. It's just more like, what's the setup for the scene here? But yes. You don't open up. I would say you can leave your cohort to take care of Andre if you go out and do different things. Somebody will at least have to, give him some water probably sometimes and keep the candles lit or replace them.
Rena will give blocks of time to different dancers to make sure to go downstairs and check it and to close the door behind them. So that way when someone's on, if it was open, if somebody was dancing, there would be somebody at least assigned to checking on them. But now if they're just off duty, well, they have to make sure he's well hydrated or else.
Yeah. Well, his condition seems to be decent, improving probably, hopefully. It's not like you know exactly what caused it, so it's hard to say what better would mean, but not getting colder at least. Mostly just seems like sleeping off an illness at this point. Now, obviously, none of that has made any of your other problems go away. You're still running a bit low on ectoplasm. You still need to scale up your production. So, unfortunately, I think the Luminous not opening up does not mean a free day for Lee. So I assume that everybody is gathered upstairs and you can discuss your next steps.
I think we'll ask Central for a drink as we conduct this meeting. And she's like, it's been a rough week for all of us here.
Yeah, you want your regular, or are you feeling something stronger?
Yeah, regular.
Today? Okay, sure. Well,
I have to keep it as a level head for right now. But thank you for the
Trail
offer.
definitely has everybody in the entire places except Lee's favorite drinks memorized, and we'll just go around making everyone whatever they need. And Lee, I know you like to keep your head clear, but you want something for the day?
No.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
One day.
Hands the drinks out to everyone.
Rena will pull themselves up onto the bar and take the drink and just kind of swirl it for a second. I don't know if we can keep this place closed for another day.
We surely can't.
What do we have on? What do we have for now?
Just to ask the GM above table, like, do to get the know plasma already, or is she still waiting for her sister?
That is up to you. I mean, that in the sense of that depends on whether or not you want to show a scene with her sister or not.
Yeah.
But you can already have it.
Nah, I don't do.
Okay.
I was like, I'll have a scene with her. But yeah, like, we'll maybe like, my sister should be here soon. Hopefully, we have like a smaller supply, but I don't know how long it will last for it. Probably just for the day.
I can give up.
I don't know how long Andre will be out.
I can give up my bottle if it helps. I mean, we know we like it, but if it helps everyone, I can give up the secret bottle as well.
Any inventory will be helpful. I think we need to start opening up our team more, adding more people to help out Andre, because I know it's like the first time happening, but we can't risk for it happening again and again.
Yeah. On that note, I found out we might have some people in town that know about all these obsidian obelisks and things. They seem to match my arms. Maybe people that we could find that way. Or maybe people we don't want to find that way. But when my arms glow, they match the rods around town and that big Night Queen statue. That was pretty cool. It's probably nothing bad.
If you say so.
I feel like it has to be great, right? Before giving up the bottle, definitely took some.
Didn't tell them about the secret
Yeah,
bottle.
that's only for Citrell and Andre.
But it's like, we'll maybe like, we'll take any leads we can, like anyone that we know that can provide us more to help us make more Twilight. I will hear them out. If you guys vouch for them, then I'll take y'all's word for it. But like, how do we find somebody to make but a woman will be asking the group but like, again, this is really hard not having Andre here.
And it just looks to the door and just like, we're asking the wrong people kind of like face, like looking to everyone. Just,
we could go to the Fight Club and just start asking. I don't want to imagine we'd get the best amount of people, but they've tasted it and they might want to help us out.
That's a good idea. Is it like, did Andre keep like a contact book, or is that all in the candles?
Candles.
I never got a contact.
Just going to the candles, like
I go to the candle. Hello, candle. Help.
I mean, Andre's contacts are literally a spirit, a horror, and a vampire. So I'm not sure.
So maybe not the easiest right to ask.
I feel like Andre's contacts might be a little bit beyond your means, if I'm being honest.
Well, in that case, I do have a bartender friend. We might be able to ask her for some help, see if she can lend us some staff. I'm sure they're not nearly as well trained and versed as we are, but if it's only for the short term, I'm sure Kyler can give us something. Nyx should not come back unless we need her back, but I think she's still looking for a job if we want. I think we're on good terms. I honestly don't know, but we might be. That's a you call, though.
Yeah, no. Like, if you don't know, I'm gonna assume no.
We can ask Clyra if we can borrow her staff for the day or week.
Yeah, I think that'd be helpful. And then I was like, once my sister comes back, maybe she'll know. Well, she has to find the supplies, so she will know somebody.
All right, yeah. Do we go to Clyra first? And who's going there? Well, I think what we could do is two of you go to her bar, and two of you await the arrival of Welma's sister.
Which one is the more dangerous of the two?
I mean, none of them are going to be super dangerous. This is more like gathering information.
It's like I assume Bulma's sister not gonna like fight or
Valid.
anything.
I don't know what your
Uh,
relationship is like, but probably not. No.
No, like they're besties. That's not the
Okay.
enemy.
Alright.
That's not the
We've
enemy.
already said that
Okay.
Rena follows Citrell every time he leaves anyway. Maybe Rena just comes with, but intentionally this time.
Just lurking in behind. So
Yeah.
the last person, like,
Yeah,
wears
Citra
that
just
secret
goes
bottle.
there and at some point looks behind and Rena is just there like
It's just like I'm going alone.
No, you ain't.
I'm a shadow alone.
Okay, so we have Citra and Rena going to Clara's tavern. Where is that and what's it called?
It's a tavern owner, so I'd imagine it would be not in Night Market, but probably like the closest business spot that he could have got to off the docks, because when Citrell first arrived, he arrived via rail and boat, and however, so whatever would have been like the first tavern he could accident his way into and be like, hey, I want a job.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's say that is on the docks then,
Okay.
which is also where a lot of not entirely illicit goods are going to move through, so that's good for you. What's the name of the tavern?
It's on the docks. Let's call it the Hidden Good.
All right. So as you walk in, whether or not you're aware or not of her presence with Rena behind you, or Velvet now, very important to keep. Very important.
With my
to keep
insight
up.
stats? No.
If it's Velvet, she will have this very plastic smile and that dancer form just, hi, how are you?
Oh, when did you get here?
I was always here.
Oh, well, normally you're up there, but now you're down here. Hey, how's it going? It'll be fun for us to go out together. It's been too long. We should get a drink. We're at a bar.
That's true. We should get a drink. Just seeing
Right.
people walking around, just, oh no. Okay.
Then I imagine Citrell will lead on in to the bar.
Yeah, so describe Clara, including pronouns, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, so Clara would be, we'll go with she, her, the proprietress of this tavern, of the Hidden Gem, but is also too distrusting of her staff to let them be the bartender. Because after Citrell left, we left on great terms, but she did realize the discrepancy in income that still happens at the Luminous was definitely happening here. And as a result, she has taken the main mantle on inventory and selling behind the bar. So it would be easy to go to. Probably like a rather like run-down looking woman who has a lot of like her life about her, but like just living in the docks, having people come through, has definitely seen a couple of fights in her life and in her time. There's a reason she's comfortable owning this like spot where people will get rowdy where rowdiness happens. So rather stout, but there's strength in her posture and in her stance, and she stands the way that lets people know. I think Citrell would walk up and be like, Clara, it's been like more than 2 weeks. I'm so sorry I haven't stopped by. This is my friend Velvet. We just want to talk for a moment if you got time.
Ah,
I've missed
Citrell, yes. You always miss me, my dearest, dearest boy.
Yeah, I know.
Also missing
Tell
the
me
rum
how
that
good
you
looking
used to.
you are.
Me?
Yes. Joel, you should definitely
God,
tell me
I'm
more about this
55
friend.
years old. You don't need to try that with me.
I wouldn't even try a thing, especially if... My goodness, I can't even talk to you right now. I'm blushing.
Are you trying to roll for something here?
She's just being sweet. Just
Okay.
Velvet at being the dancer. If she was walking into the tavern, she's already just like winking and like waving at like people, just or moving in that where her hips are moving a little bit more, just because she's Velvet and she's one of the dancers.
Yeah.
So if she just has that air about her when she's out.
Yeah, she's
Alright,
just like
this is-
jutting her jaw forward. Like, Citral, my boy, have you been training her with the sweet talking?
Oh, this
Is she
one needs
distracting
some
me?
little introduction.
Sure.
This one was just as good the moment I got there. The only thing scary about her is she watches me a lot and I don't realize it, but then sometimes she's standing behind me and that's terrifying. But it also makes it a really fun game when we're trying to not get caught with, things. Anyway.
Things,
we're-
yes. On that note, I'm also watching both your fingers.
Yeah. they're
And I
fine.
do
Is
still
that-
have the stick under the, you
Yeah.
know.
See, as much as I would love to just come here today and buy out enough to make up for what I may or may not have taken with me, we need, would you mind lending a staff or two for the day? One of ours has fallen ill and we'd really enjoy not running a skeleton crew if at all possible. I'll even do an extra shift here if you need.
Well, I don't loan out my staff. But business has been a bit slower, I would say, with the, big ship over there. The Leviathan Hunter, quarantine people talking about ghost ship, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we haven't had those 5 times the last couple of years.
Yeah, ghosts do get people talking.
But they're talking about getting snatched up and dragged into the ghost field and all that humbug. But yeah, business been slow.
Okay.
Citral, you still got your little side operation at your current job?
Which one? The one that makes it fun or the one that lets me have fun?
I thought they were the same.
They are, but they're also... Do you want the one where we sell drugs or the one where I find people to have a good night with?
The one where you sell drugs, not the ones where you take the drugs yourself that you should be selling, yes.
Yeah, that's still happening. We still do that. Do you want some?
No,
some
I
on
want
me.
to be cut in, Citral.
Okay.
Oh,
If my
I
staff
shouldn't
is
say-
there
I'm not the
doing
one
it.
to say okay. Rena, you're Velvet right now. Velvet would be better to ask. Velvet, is that okay?
It's right. You shouldn't trust the boy with those decisions.
I'm
Citral,
a
can you
pretty
show
face
me your
about it.
eyes?
Yeah. They've definitely got a little bit of an astral glow to them.
Yeah, you're the better one for that, yes.
Yeah.
Rena, was it? No flattery
Velvet.
this time, just the business.
Velvet. Sorry, that's Velvet.
Oh, Velvet. Yeah, it was Velvet. Redcon. Always Velvet.
Citrell did mess it up. Citrell
Oh,
said Rena. Oh, wait, no.
We'll pull Citrell as soon as he says that. Just
No
so
retcon
she
in
can be
that
like-
case, yeah.
No. Yes.
They would just be like, how much are we thinking?
I'm thinking I give you one of my people, or can even probably spare 2. And if you can't open without me, I'll take a 3rd for the time that you need them.
A 3rd. They kind of look to Citrell. I feel like with the fact that we are taking all the risk because we can't even choose the people that are coming
You're taking the risk. I'm sending my people to a drug trafficking operation that
meaning-
I don't know.
risk meaning all the creation, all the selling, all the distribution. That's the risk. It's a lot. Third just seems to cut a little bit too much into it. They would like to sway and just say, we can do, I don't know, 30, no, Wilma would be so. The rose, you see, they have some thorns. You might not like me saying this, but for you, and they'll just boop their nose. 25%.
Okay, so roll for sway. Nothing special. Oh no, you actually are in a controlled position because this is a friend of Citral's, weirdly enough, but
Weirdly enough.
I mean, you stole from her, apparently.
I didn't steal. It's the same thing. We bring in business because people like
You
me behind
tipped
the bar.
yourself, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
An effect is standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Control behind the bar brings in people. That's all I can say.
Yeah, okay, so she didn't like the nose boob at all. She just swats your hand away.
Oh, sorry.
Girl, can you open up your little establishment without my help or not? That's answer
Your
enough.
help would. You're right. There could be a need right now, and your help would be appreciated.
Appreciated to the extent of a third of the income.
I can't guarantee that, but yes, I will reach out to the Rose and see what they say.
What if we say a third for 2 days, and then after that an official contract is talked with my boss about? Get it going, and then see what we need from there.
Well, after 2 days, I assume my people will know how professional your operation there is, and I can also see how much of a risk it really is for you and me to continue that. So yes.
Oh, thank you, Clara. You're too kind. We won't kill anyone. It'll be good. There'll be no risk. Everything's fine. Your people will
You
be safe.
started getting into killing now.
No, that's someone else. I haven't touched
Never.
anyone.
It's too messy for us.
I forget you said any
Just
of that.
us.
Too messy for us.
Just this circle right here.
I feel
Nobody has
offended.
Miles
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Lee
You just
somewhere
feel
just
it.
feels the sudden urge to grab her rifle.
It's like your Citrell tracker just drops a point and you don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, on that note, Lee.
Yeah.
And Wilma. Where you at? I mean, you are at the Luminous, but
Yeah,
what are
like
you
I
doing?
think Wilma's still at the bar, just chugging a drink, just like hoping, like sweating, just like I'm trying not to stress out, but she's like, but she's stressed.
Is
I don't think alcoholism will solve your problems.
Is that as of right now? It's all I can do right now. It's either that or smoking, and I'm gonna take the alcohol instead right now.
Nicotine is a better vice.
I was like, but it just like makes my teeth all yellow with all the stuff. I don't know.
you hear a knock from the door.
And I was like, woman's like, I really hope that it's Selena. Can you answer the door, Lee? Since you're muscle.
Lee just stands up. She doesn't say anything. She just walks up. Like, my break was nice while it lasted.
Well, you open the door, and who does she see? What does Wilma's sister look like? How does she act?
Selena just look like a copy and paste of Wilma. Just she has like longer hair. They're like they're only a year apart, Selena's noticed. So they just look very similar. She carries herself well, but like when she goes on missions and stuff, she probably wears like dark clothing, cloaks and stuff like that, almost like a spylight type. Also, both of them are very big masterminds and stuff. She learned a lot from Selena.
What does Selena do?
Selena, she likes to be a merchant for others, like just how to connect people. Basically, networking is her thing. People pay her to like connect with others, and she just research for them. It's yeah.
There are two of you, and then she just like lets
Oh, you must be that delightful Lee that I've heard so much about then.
She just hums and is just like I'm not even going to
Yeah,
respond
smiling,
to
all smiles like I've been told.
that. Your sister's over there.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that Lee humor.
Yeah, thank you, Peach. I'll just let myself in then. Well, got your
Celine,
things right here.
you are a saint. And then she would like look at the bag and she's like, this is gonna last me probably for a day. Not that I'm not grateful, but she will obviously see like she is stressed the hell out energy.
Well, it's not my usual merchandise. Usually I'm more in information brokerage. This is, well, I'm sure the ghost that it came from knew something at some point, but now it's just ectoplasm.
I do have another like favor to ask from you. You don't have to go out to do anything. Just like I just need information. I need to know where did you get this ectoplasm at, and like how can I just resource it myself more?
Well, do you need to expand a little bit here? Is that what I'm hearing from that sister?
Yeah. Our god, our chemist that like makes it all like not doing so well, and then it's really put a toll on the business and stuff, and I just can't have this happen for another day.
Right. Well, so who I got this from is, I got it technically from the academy, but a couple of students there have set up some kind of weird little lab in 6 towers in an abandoned building. But they distill the plasm from ghosts that I don't know where they get ghosts from. I think they supply some kind of small fry gangs around here.
Okay.
But you could maybe cut a deal with them. I've also heard, though, you and I, we both have dealings with the Hive. The Hive being the merchant organization that, just as a reminder, you are at +2 with, so you have a good relationship with them.
Yeah, so we okay.
Yeah. I hear that there's one of them who I may or may not also have reached out to when I tried to get this for you. That's called Lilith Willows. Now, Miss Willows used to be more in trading, well, machinery in and out. Got cut out of that market though recently, and now is apparently moving more into spiritual goods and alchemy, and might help you set up something here. I think she's looking for somebody to do a favor for her.
You know what the favor entails?
I don't know what it entails, but she has... I mean, if she's looking for... I've heard that she's essentially looking for people like you. So that would mean to somebody like her, if they look for somebody like you and me, that means deniable assets. That means probably some high-profile scheming or vengeance or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I know. Makes sense. Makes sense. So I'll keep all the option opens. I'll talk to the rest of the group about which route to take. But I do appreciate your help.
Just get back to me. I can set up a meeting with either one.
Of course, of course. Again, I appreciate this so much. And she'll give her sister a hug and stuff. Like, this has been the roughest couple of days here at the Luminous, and I just want everyone to be okay.
Right, yeah. I hope your chemist, recovers.
I was like, we have hope. It's been getting better by the minute, it seems.
All right. And blowing a kiss to Lee, she leaves.
But isn't she just the best?
A bit later, Rena and Citra would be back. I'm going to...
We got the best deal. We only need to give up a third of our profits for the next 2 days and we'll be fully staffed. Rena agreed to it for us.
Oh.
Rena agreed to nothing.
Rena was there. I didn't do it myself.
No, but they know our situation. So what they're asking for is 30%. Well, not 30%, sorry, a third.
It's going to be breaking the bank just a little, but like, staff is staff. Once they hold on their deal, I guess.
There's well, they refer to it as seeing it at how professional we are too. So it's not like it's a consistent thing. It's not a working contract. It's just, it feels one time until Ira says, oh, maybe they can find something better somewhere else. Something more established possibly. So if we need it to get back into working order, we can take it, but I think we should try and be more professional about it, even without Andre. If we want to keep them around.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. My sister did show up. We got at least a day supply right now of the ectoplasm that she got. But we have a couple of options to get more, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it first, about what we should do. She got this plasma from the academy. There's a group of students there. They get ghosts, they get it out of there. We could cut a deal with them, or we could go to we could do a favor for Lilith at the Hive, and like I'm assuming that we're in good graces with them too. Yeah. So the favor might not be too bad, and they can help us out at that front also.
Lilith is lovely. She cares so much for us.
Mm-hmm.
She would be our friend.
I was gonna say, Citra has no reason to know Lilith, but sure.
Everyone is Citrell's friend.
Citrell, do you know Lilith?
I know a couple Liliths. I don't know, but all the Liliths I've met are lovely, so I'm sure this one is as well.
All the Liliths I've met are lovely, and Rena just looks to Citrell, just,
Okay.
What?
Not that you did so good, Citrell.
We've seen the Liliths that have walked outside your door and left. I am surprised you know their names.
We're all lovely, and I never forget
sure they
a
were.
name. Anyway.
Hey, John, can you make a fortune roll?
Oh, for sure. What's that? Just roll?
Yeah.
Just roll.
Fortune 1D.
Yeah, first, what's good for you? If this particular Lilith has walked out your door before, is that bad?
Okay.
What's
Bad
good?
if they know there are
think-
other Liliths.
Yeah. I think it's good if I know this Lilith. I think. So we'll
Okay.
see.
Then make a fortune. Okay, you don't know.
The result is bad. Okay. All the Liliths are lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, Sintra. You look at Raina, it's like that. Was that true? And it it's like, but we'll also look at leads. So what's your opinion? You was actually here too at the and heard the options also.
Honestly, I have a great distaste towards outside help.
Same.
So I don't know, I guess your sister. I don't even like that choice.
It's like, I do trust my sister a lot. I don't think she would ever put us in a bad situation.
However,
I don't think so. I just don't know. I was like, I left the academy, so I don't know if they're gonna like me coming back to ask for favors, and I don't know how much they're gonna ask for that. We use them, and then again, we are in good graces with Lilith, like at least the hive, and that. But the thing is, we just don't know what the favor could entail. But it'd be like higher profile.
It couldn't hurt to at least hear it out and weigh our options.
Yeah. So never have to. Yeah, we didn't have to say yes. So I think we're all in agreement that we will talk to Liv.
Yeah.
All right. Are you meeting Lilith on your own premises, or are you going a bit to a place that's maybe a bit more upscale than that?
I feel like they would go somewhere more upscale, like maybe like even ground, like because I know like Wilma tell her sister like what the game plan is, and Celine probably give them like the proper information. It's like y'all should meet here instead.
Right. Where could that be? Let's say you are actually quite close to the promenade then, around the orchid gardens. At which is, by the way, reasonably close to the Night Queen statue. Not that you would go there right now, but it's there. You're in a fine dining hall, frequented by the merchants of Night Market. Some of them, especially Citrell, would know, like you have handed them a little bit of twilight here and there. It would be rude to bring that up here, but you certainly have, yes.
Yeah. Can't call them out on it in front of their friends, even if all their friends also happen to know.
Yeah. It's just not polite. Anyway, at a table for 5 sits a woman in her probably late 40s, thinning, grayish blonde hair, kempt back, impeccable posture, in a luxurious green dress, looking at you and just giving you a curt nod as you enter.
Wilma, do we want you to start with business, or should I make a nice introduction?
Woman's debating on that. I was like, I don't know if you really even know this love or not, so I'll probably just take the lead on this one.
Suit yourself. Oh, also, who are we? Are we us or are we fake us? I should probably have that in my head before we start.
I feel like since we're with them in good graces, I feel like they know who we are.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I don't get it wrong again.
Was there a mix up?
Rena gave away your real name. I didn't do that. Anyway, we can start.
We'll talk about this later.
I said anyway. It's
Anyway.
yeah, it's for later.
That's
No,
the
no, no,
magic
no.
word. Yeah.
But yeah, like woman will walk in to be like to talk to Love to start that conversation. So is Love like already there, said hello and everything, or
Oh, Lilith is waiting for you, essentially
okay.
kind of not wave, but nod at you over.
Okay. So like woman will walk over and be like, I was like, Lilith, I heard so many great things about you from Selena, and we heard from the grapevines that you need a favor, and I think we could help each other out.
Ah, yes. Miss Lynch, or well, I guess first names are fine on this occasion. Welma, I suppose, then.
Mm-hmm.
Selena has mentioned you on occasion as somebody who can solve issues rather efficiently without too much of a fuss, and particularly with grace and not with a body count. Am I right to assume that that is you?
I believe you can assume that.
Wonderful. And who are your companions then?
These are like basically my family. Central, Lee, and Raina. We all work at the Luminous together.
Pleasure to meet you. Yes, I've heard about the Luminous. I'm afraid I've never been a guest myself.
You're always welcome there.
I can
You'll have
make
a
you
great
any
time.
drink you want. It'll be the best drink you've ever had.
I'll keep note of that. Perhaps I'll test the veracity of the statement later. But first to business. Does the name Edgar Mallory mean anything to you? And it would, actually. Yeah. I'm going to let you decide how much you know about him, but especially to Lee, the name would mean something.
Do you mean it would mean
Edgar
something
Mallory
good or something
is
bad?
considering the tiny bit of trauma that Lee may or may not be carrying around with her, probably bad. But
First off, I'm not shell shock. Fuck you.
certainly. Yeah. So Edgar Mallory is one of the class of rising industrialists in Night Market. May hold some shares in the railway network that has been built there, that is responsible for much of the wealth accumulating in the district. However, how he first came to money is during the Unity War, where a lot of contracts that were given out by the imperial government in Duskwall kind of ended up with him. Over time, he just gobbled up most of them. Also kind of pushed a few other people out of the business. And that's what you would know. The others of you, as you're local to Night Market, would probably know that, yeah, he's rich.
I'm just gonna sit on that for a bit. Is the military industrial complex good or bad? What does Annalise say?
But yeah, all of you would have some basic information about him, like he's in trading essentially machine parts. Now that the war is over, mostly for mining and shipbuilding and other engineering things, but also weapons, probably still, just not as many as before.
He's that trader, right? Gets people things they need, used to sell weapons, but now is taking a step back.
Oh, he has not taken a step back so much as taking several steps to the side.
At the side, as in your side, or?
That brings us to exactly what I want to hire you for. Now, if you know anything about Edgar, my dearest friend Edgar, it is that he is a rat.
What's the
He
ping
has-
on dearest friend?
I mean, I'm not sure if that's even going to need your ability.
Just wanted to
They're
make
not
sure.
actually friends.
Yeah.
But you do pick up that they were kind of possibly friendly before.
Okay. Sometimes you gotta confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're not friendly anymore. But she says it with a kind of bitterness that implies that she got screwed over by him. And took it personally, more importantly, because that she got screwed over by him is pretty much what she's going to tell you right now. It was fine enough during the war. I supplied the raw materials, he the manufactured goods to the army. But when that well dried up a few years ago, suddenly I found myself losing contracts that ever so miraculously ended up in Edgar's hands. Now, I know Edgar had always cultivated good relationships with the government, imperial officers, even the clergy. It's good business. But it wasn't just that, perfectly acceptable level of maintaining contacts. It was also that he seemed to always know in advance what would be needed and who would be applying as competition for certain contracts. And he could always promise and deliver exactly what was needed. And I know enough about running my own businesses, even though they have declined since recent events, that no matter how good you are, you don't just have all of that intuition. So I know there must be some kind of incriminating material about Edgar somewhere. And I would like you to find it for me. And if you do, I have recently had to pivot my business interests more into chemical manufacture. And I have heard from Selena that that's something you might be interested in.
Yes. That doesn't sound too bad for us to look up information.
Well, I don't need information. Information doesn't matter. I can make up any lie about Edgar if I want to and just put it in the world. I need evidence.
Is anything off the table in terms of getting evidence?
Do see to the survival of Edgar and his family.
Okay.
Okay.
I want perhaps a little dose of vengeance.
But we don't
But
want
not
our
too
best
much.
friend being killed. Understood.
Exactly.
You're lovely, by the way. We should get to know each other later.
Oh, certainly. I always say, all Citrels are wonderful.
Thank you. I happen to live by that.
All right, and that's Lilith.
Or they walk away though.
Yeah.
Rena would have a question on the best location for this incriminating evidence. Is this something that they would be hiding in a safe somewhere, or that's something that Lilith would know as their best friend, as their friend?
Well, he does live now right here on Night Angel Road in a newly built manor.
Night Angel Road.
It's actually quite close to where you are at. I can actually ping on the map.
That's right down the block from us.
Yeah.
We could get information and be back before opening. Look at that.
If you want to break in. But there are also people that he will have dealt with. I don't care if you choose a direct approach or not. You don't need to get the evidence directly from him. If it's from his partner somewhere, that is also fine.
Are they not in the same house?
What, he and his partners?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't mean that kind of partner. I meant
Oh,
the business kind.
I was like,
Yes,
if we're not in
of
the
course.
same house, I can definitely get us an invitation. But business partners will be slightly harder. It's not impossible.
Well, for you specifically, I suppose it could be quite interesting to know that his daughter, Madeline Mallory, is a bit of a rising socialite around here. You might have actually met her. You can actually take a fortune roll again, honestly.
Yeah, I'll roll a fortune.
Any one of you.
Does the Trell get any sort of advantage for having met lots of
It's
people?
a fortune roll. No,
Okay.
you don't get advantage. Oh, well.
Fortune not on my side today.
No,
You just know nobody.
honestly, your rolls today have been
Trash.
yeah,
They
yeah,
have been
yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
Pretty
Hot
horrendous,
question.
yeah.
Because I am very dumb. Where is fortune? How do I roll that again?
It's on this in Foundry left side. There's the bar, and there are two dice that just a dice roll bar, and so there's an icon on the left side.
Hand side, where all the
Right.
little buttons are, all the way at the bottom for the dice rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I am not
Yeah,
bright. Okay, don't
forgetting
worry
about
about it.
No, I was just taking a screenshot. It's a
It took
bit-
Keon showing it to all of us to even know it existed.
I didn't even
We're
know
all
it,
the
yeah.
same
I
boat.
forgot about
Yeah.
I had never seen that. Yeah, it's
So can other people roll fortune rolls?
So we're all
This-
rolling fortune.
Is this
No.
a
no. That was a group roll essentially.
Oh, okay. We're all dumb bitches.
Oh, dang. Thanks.
It
Nico.
just essentially means that
If
Madeline.
any of us were going to be knowing people,
Honestly, it might have been Lee that just turned her away at some point because she was already drunk or something. But yeah, you don't know her.
a young socialite walks in and Lee goes, nah,
Yeah.
goodbye.
No, goodbye. We don't need you here.
So we have Edgar and possible business partners and this person we don't know that I forgot their name, and that makes sense because I don't know them.
Yeah, you don't know.
Madeline?
Madeline.
I don't know them. Okay.
Right. And with that, you can now figure out how you want to approach this. I don't care if you do that in or out of character, but just ideas what to go after, how to gather information.
What does my character have again? Hmm.
How are you at stealth and stuff, Lee?
Ew. I have hunt and survey.
Okay.
Would any of those work?
I could see you survey, you know where he lives, so you can also kind of see who goes in and out.
Work.
Yeah, I think it would be good to see Lee being out on the street, seeing who comes in through the front door, and Rena being the lurk, can use prowl to see other ways to get inside, and maybe people who are coming in through the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm doing survey, I guess.
Yeah. The others, you can also just gather information on him. I mean, he's rich, he's connected, so you know about his daughter, who you will have no trouble finding, probably because she's out and about all the time. That would be more like the social side of things.
Is position and facts same as normal?
Yeah.
Okay. God,
Wow.
why?
Whoa.
It hates us
happening?
today.
This log is just what's going on.
What is this update?
Andre, are you praying over us? What's going on here?
Let me just do a little test. Let's bring out the old test character. Hey, how about you command somebody?
Of
This looks
course.
fine.
Thanks, test character.
I don't know what your
Test
problem is.
character.
Looks good.
I don't know what your problem. Everyone, just refresh.
Just
Yeah, okay.
okay.
How do you attempt to survey? And what time of day is it?
I guess I'm twiddling my fucking thumbs, dog. I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's start with time of day.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'm I don't know, maybe afternoon or something. I don't fucking
Okay,
know.
so yeah. I mean, it's never entirely day or night around here, but still, like, people are going to sleep at a certain time.
We're like in Alaska, I got it.
Yeah, I mean, the sun is broken, which I'm sure is kind of like Alaska. What are you surveying? Are you just kind of hanging out around the building and loitering and looking what's going on? Or...
Yeah, I would say that's it. I don't really know what else I can really do at this point, given my role.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah. So I'm just trying to decide on what your complication here is. Now,
I mean, I
Double-
still walk around kind of like military clothes. I guess that's it.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're just like, who's this fucking veteran? Get away, you
Yeah.
Graham.
And a blue coat approaches you at some point. It's afternoon, it's summer. The sun is again broken, but in a city that's permanently covered in fog and full of industry, it still gets very hot. So this slightly older, heavy-set blue coat approaches me like, Eddie, I
May I help
really
you?
don't want to do well, may I help you? You're looking for something, apparently.
Listen, I'm just off the job. I just want to relax. I'm sorry if me being here is causing any trouble. I just want to enjoy my day before it gets ruined.
Well, you don't seem very off the job to me, if I'm being honest. You seem more like staking out any kind of place around here.
I don't know locations that well around here, to be quite frank with you. I'm just very tired. I haven't eaten today. I just want to enjoy what semblance of peace I have.
Well, then I suggest you get somewhere inside where you can sit down, enjoy your time off. There's a bar right up the road. I think it's called the Luminous or something. Maybe
Don't
you
drink.
go over there. Maybe leave.
Is there any other way I could go that's like out of this asshole's line of sight?
Well, I mean, you have essentially what the consequence here is you have lost your opportunity.
Yeah.
You cannot survey any longer. You're kind of being watched around here now.
Oh,
You could
that's
kind of, yeah, not
no one too
forever,
once.
but for the time being, you are being watched. If you can figure out a way to use hunt or something else without first surveying, then sure, let me hear it. But we're gonna move on to somebody else for now, so you can have time to think about that.
I think if you said it's easy to find Madeline out and about, Satrell would be trying to do that.
Okay.
I think he is putting on a robe he hasn't worn in a while. Same black, same open face,
Okay, yeah.
but instead has a lot of like gold etching and a lot of the constellations on his arm, but matching in the robe. Very much trying to look like when he came here and presenting as like a Tytros nobility instead of like someone that just blends in, hoping to gain attention simply for standing out.
All right.
I can
Wait,
roll a
so-
sway to get it started if you want.
Why are you swaying?
I don't know, just wasn't sure if you needed something to set it up.
Yeah,
Start it off.
you could probably find like people that look rich easily enough. You could also consort with, sway or consort would be the logical things to me. You just need to tell me what kind of people you are kind of targeting.
Would it be easy enough to find the club she's at, or
No.
would it be like
No, that's
okay.
exactly what you're trying to find out, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
to just-
Then I think go into, if you said we're not too far from the Night Queen statue, that seemed to be where people were gathering. So gonna try and go over there, find a group of people and try and just consort with them like, hey, I'm new to the area and I was told for business relations I should find this heiress lady. Have any of you heard of or know where she might be, and see how it goes?
This
is
what
it
lady?
the heiress, like Edgar's daughter, business exec?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's called Madeline, but
Okay. I don't know if she had a fancier title. Madeline, yeah.
oh, Aries. Oh, well, I don't know. Like, yeah, what kind of people are you looking for specifically?
I think it would be
Younger
like-
people or
Yeah, the people that are like 28 to 30, the people in the world existed in Duskfall, the 28 to 32-year-olds that just got out of grad school that seem to know a lot, that are going to sit in a like rich looking part of the district to say, hey, we have money, even though they don't know what they're doing. That
Yeah.
I'm looking for the Duskfall equivalent of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see a couple of yeah, exactly that. People definitely under the age of 25
Okay.
who are sitting around the promenade. There are no real like parks here or anything, but they're sitting on the promenade looking out to the waters, passing a bottle around, having not entirely coherent conversations, and yeah, looking very well dressed. Some proper waistcoats and everything, but all kind of loosened up and like kind of just bleh. Somebody just looks at you, like, takes a minute. Who are you?
Hi, my name is 𝔤𝔢. I just got here and I'm hoping to do some business relations on behalf of my family. What's your name?
We're not doing business here, man. We're just...
Oh, I know. But I need to find someone, and you all look like you're extremely well connected and can point me wherever I need to go.
I mean, we are that, yeah. Why do we want to connect with you?
Oh, I don't need your connection. I'm looking for someone that can help. Unless you think you can be that.
How old is 𝔤𝔢, by the way?
I think we made 𝔤𝔢 28, so I guess if they're 25, it'd be 3 years older than these people.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely younger than that, so 𝔤𝔢 is kind of pushing old for some of them. What do you mean you don't need... If you don't need us, why do you just creep up on us? Like, they're like, hey, I need some business. Like, what?
Well, I'm just hoping for directions, but clearly you are not the ones bright enough to track where other people go. If you think I snuck up on you, I walked, and I never hide. I
We
walked
don't need
very
to
clearly.
track. We don't need to track. People come to us.
Okay. Well, if you have people coming to you, do you happen to know where Madeline is? I hear she frequents the social societies around here.
I feel like if you want to get anywhere with this, you need to roll at some point. So
I'll consort.
yeah.
Control, risky, desperate.
I'm not gonna say desperate, but I kind of want to.
Go for it. I'll take the desperate. I am not in a good stance with these people.
No, actually, so there are a few things at play here. The first is, if you look at your crew sheet,
right, we have advantage on nobles.
You have something there. Yeah, you have take -1 heat during downtime, which, yeah, that's gonna come up and has come up, but also add +1 die to gather info about the city's elite. Which, if I had remembered, I maybe could have even given that to Lee before, but that wasn't necessarily gathered. I don't know. I could have given it. Probably would have just rolled another one, though. But yeah, you are directly trying to gather info here, so you do get an extra die.
Okay.
You have kind of pissed them off a little bit. So I kind of want to say you are in a... It's weird to say desperate because there's nothing really major going to happen. Well, okay, there might be. There might be some major social fallout here if you piss off somebody who's actually quite powerful on accident or has like super rich parents. Oh yeah, I have an... Yeah, we're gonna say it's desperate.
Okay. And then the effect.
But you do get great effect.
Oh,
because
great
you kind of needed them a little bit. So if you actually succeed, you're gonna have a good effect.
Cool. So +1 desperate, great. Let's go.
Yeah.
A 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, if you want to waste my time, you can, but I can get you places no one else can.
One of them stands up.
Mhm.
Well, I'm Madeline.
Madeline, see, this would have been so easy. I hope you have a wonderful time. Would you like to come talk with me for a moment? Our families have business together, I was told.
What's your family then? I don't know you. I never seen you around my parents' house.
Oh, trust me, I wouldn't have been at your parents' house. The people around here are a little scared of my family. Have you heard of the
Are you
lands
trying to
across the
kidnap
sea?
me?
Oh, of course not. This is out in the public. I would do nothing like that. I'm also not bright enough. I would not get away with a kidnapping scheme.
Kind of process that and say, yeah, that makes sense, honestly. What do you want? What's your family and why do you want me for business?
Well, my family is the noble heirs to 𝔗𝔗𝔳𝔗𝔗𝔗 and we have heard recently that your father has been
Are you
making
trying to
deals.
propose?
Would you like to? As long as you're not into monogamy, I don't mind.
No? That's a lie.
Okay. Oh, well, we will put that on the tab because something I can do is, I think as like she says no and 𝔗𝔗𝔳 realizes, you see like just a flare up of bright light, like, ooh, good to know. Anyway, no, we have been having some issues and we know your family is great at getting things where they need to be, and we're hoping for a bit of that for the family. I just was wondering if you could perhaps get an introduction set up, or if we could come by the house or his office sometime and have a discussion.
Yeah, you said a lot of words. What are we doing?
Can you just let me meet your dad?
For
I could ask for your hand in
business.
marriage. More for business, but if
I'm
that's what
not-
you're interested in.
She blushes.
It is incredibly hard to lie to me. But I appreciate you trying.
And people around her are just starting to snicker a little bit.
Mhm.
And somebody just hands her the bottle, like, hey, you need that.
Mm-hmm. Well, how about this?
Uh,
I can give you my card and my location, and when you feel like you have a bit of information, you can stop by and tell me. If you need to talk to your dad first, of course, that makes sense, but I imagine he'd be quite interested in
Wait,
some
is this
international
still
affairs.
about the business or the... No, it's not about the
Everything's
proposal. It's...
always about both. Trust me, that's how you make life fun. But it is more so about the business.
Yeah, sure, give me the card.
Okay. And then he just writes out Luminous and then puts on the back 𝔗𝔳𝔳, crosses it off, puts mix in, and hands it to her.
He just puts mixer.
Just give that to the lady up front. She will look mean. She won't want you in. She's probably turned you down 2 or 3 times, but this card will get you to me if you need.
Just one of them is just like, oh, that place, they kicked me out because for no reason. It just mean in there.
Yeah, I imagine. Lee can be quite the
Yeah, if Lee
quite the
was
brute
here,
force.
she would realize that that's somebody that very recently vomited on the tables and got kicked out.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, I remember you now. You're Lee. You had a bit of a rough day. We all do. I probably made it a little too strong for you, seeing that you wanted to have a good night. But yeah. Anyway, if you can get that business meeting set up between your father and I, then we can
So-
continue this conversation.
As you say, 2 strong people around her just start kind of laughing at her. So, you know,
Mhm.
you have expanded your own coolness in the eyes of them. At
Nice.
that poor girl's expense.
Oh no, these teens think I'm cool. The worst
Well-
ending.
Well, I even got lost. What's exactly happening now? It's just Madeline going to show up at the Luminous at some point. Or...
I think what was once Madeline has a way for me to meet the father, or like an invitation to the house or a business meeting set up, she can stop by and let me know.
Okay. Right. Anything that Rena or Velma would like to do before we move on?
To do.
Sorry, you didn't come through for a second.
Wilma, is there anything that you would like to do?
I don't think so at this much time. If Malon's coming to the Luminous later, Wilma probably just tag on to Central's conversation.
I imagine then on the way back, like, we're gonna have a meeting set up. They'll tell us. I'm bringing in customers even. I did good this time, and I only wrote my name down and then crossed it off so no one will know it's me. Except I might be engaged. They'll know it's me. It doesn't
What?
matter.
Engaged?
Everything's fine. Everything will be fine.
It's only been an hour.
I didn't try.
We
She
just saw
asked.
you.
I know. It happens all the time. I feel bad.
I
I also don't have any rings. I'm
Is it-
lost.
Central, you're so pretty.
Thank you.